Hi guys, and welcome back to another ACTY video. So if you saw my latest video, I recently traveled to Peru, and in that time, unfortunately, my truck battery has died. I've decided to go like ultra cheap as possible. So here's the battery. It's an Everstart U1 300 cranking, and it is positive on the right. It was $40 plus tax at Walmart, plus the battery fee, and I'll say that's pretty good, but we're gonna see how its performance is for the price. So I would quickly like to give credit where credit is due. So I was looking through a lot of the forums, the Facebook groups, trying to understand what battery size I needed. A lot of people did use the U1 size, and it should work great, but no one was really explaining how that battery is going to work with the existing terminals. These obviously have a different shape than like the pencil, and but here on YouTube, Mr. Tai, he showed exactly how to do the process, and I'm very grateful for that because the video was really thorough and explained exactly what you need to do. So I'll put his video in the description, and yeah, let's get started. The reason I'm here today is because, as you can see, the stock rack here that holds down the battery doesn't work anymore because the holes on the side just don't line up. So what I'm gonna do today is drill my own set of holes there and hopefully make this work for this battery. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna post an update, hopefully 6 months from now, as a YouTube short and let you guys know how the battery is doing. If you're watching this video 6 months from now and I don't have a YouTube short linked in the comments, at me and let me know. In a future video, I need to do an overhaul on this battery box because, as you can see, it's extremely rusted. I have a lot of rust damage, so I need to work on that eventually. But for now, let's go ahead and adjust these holes here on the side. We're gonna disconnect the battery because we don't wanna drill into the battery because that would be tragic. As always, my handy $20 Amazon toolkit. If you want to get your own, I'll put the link in the description. And we're rocking a 10 mil right now for all of the nuts that are inside of the battery compartment. That's the only bad thing about this terminal orientation is it's kind of a lot more inconvenient to take the battery out than before. But pay $250 for a battery, that's totally convenient, or pay under $50 for an inconvenient battery. I mean, it's up to you. Alright, so battery is out once again. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the tray a little bit. As I mentioned, it's fucking nasty rusty in here. I also decided I'm gonna spray it down with some rust dissolver. If you guys saw this video, this stuff works pretty good, but not amazing. But for now, it's better than doing nothing. Spray this bad boy on there. Get at some of that rust. And we'll let that cook for 20 or 30 minutes or so. Give it another scrub down with the wire brush, and then finally paint it with some rust reformer. Okay, so the rust dissolver's been on there for a little while. I scrubbed it. It's made some foaming bubbles, so it's done a little bit of work, but it is what it is for now. I think I'm gonna eventually have to just cut this whole thing out and then weld a new bottom onto it. But I've never welded before, so I don't know if I'll actually even be able to do that. Here's how the tray is looking. I sprayed it with some rust reformer. I'm gonna finish spraying the bottom. I was just waiting for that to dry. It's still a little bit wet. Yeah, now I'm gonna move on to drilling the holes I need to be able to put the bracket back on. So it's kind of gonna need to be in between the two holes that are already there. Yeah, hopefully it works. Best way to do this, probably here. Gets me every time, I swear. So I've made contact. I need to up the size a little bit, and then I need to try and make sure I get these holes pretty even across. So yeah, let's get it. Sweet, so now I got 2 new holes. I do need to widen them a bit so that the bracket fits, and yeah, I think that'll work. So here's how it's looking right now. I got the rust reformer on there. I got my holes drilled. I decided as an extra bit of precaution I'm going to put a little bit of wire down, just because, I don't know, that gaping hole in the corner does concern me a lot, but yeah. So we'll lay that down, we'll put the tray down, and then get the bracket back on. It looks like I got my holes bang on. I didn't measure or anything, I just kind of eyeballed it. That's how we roll around here. I'm very happy with that. This is how it's sitting at the top. Yeah, I think it's gonna work, so we just gotta tighten it down and see how it does. So that is looking pretty solid, if I do say so myself. We're all about that reduce, reuse, recycle around here. So whenever we can save a penny, we're gonna save a penny. So yeah, I think that'll do. All we have to do is throw the battery cover back on, crank up the truck, and get on the road again. Alright, well, so the battery turns over. Yeah, I'm still not exactly sure why it's struggling to turn over. I don't know what that's related to. My assumption was fuel, but I'm not a mechanic, so I'm really just doing guesswork here, but I think it could be fuel related from the research I've done. So I did go ahead and buy a fuel pump. So stay tuned for that next video when I install the fuel pump and see if that helps with starting. And otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.